So let's get started. We'll try it in normal today. We don't want to look bad while getting our asses kicked on screen. Ninja Gaiden 3, like the old Ninja Gaiden games, will have its globe-trotting scene. Our protagonist, Ryu Hayabusa, will travel all around the world to accomplish his missions. What we are introducing to you at this year's TGS is the London stage. And we felt that this is the best stage for us to talk about the theme for Ninja Gaiden 3 we're talking about at TGS, which we call consequence. This kind of theme of consequence is based on our 3 strokes, our main image visual, which we're using to show Ninja Gaiden 3 to everyone. The very top stroke was the sword stroke, which we focused on at E3 this year, and we showed how this man, this protagonist, Ryu Hayabusa, actually uses his sword to kill people, and we really wanted to kind of show people and make people feel as you know, the power of the katana and what it really feels like to kill someone with that, and especially to cut through their flesh and bone. We really wanted to express that visceral feeling this time. For the second stroke, we're focusing on the consequence phase, which is we're sort of showing this like struggling and conflicting side of Hayabusa. So like what happens when he takes a life and what the results and consequences for that. Now what you're seeing in this cutscene right now is Hayabusa is being approached by the Japanese Ministry of Defense, and because they want his help in some terrorist activities that have been haunting London. And so the guys have come to his residence to ask him for the help, and they want him to go to London and clean that up. Okay, we'll just skip through the cutscene right now because it is quite long, so we just want to get to the core gameplay first. Okay, we start off the demo in London. Hayabusa is on the top of the Big Ben, and as you can see, you can jump off. He's got this new cool sliding action where he slides down, and as he approaches the ground, he can just do this cool flip and just cut his enemy from behind. We have revamped the actual the action system as well. Hayabusa has some new actions and motions, and he feels a bit heavier himself as well. So we've worked in the physics engine as well. He's got new sliding motions as well, so it kind of helps him evade stuff. But it's not just for the actual battle action. He'll be able to use those to kind of traverse his way around the stage as well. Now what Sean just did, he really pulled off this cool new move, where his arm glows red, and Hayabusa just like goes crazy with it. It just like kills heaps of guys. That move ties in with this consequence theme as well, in the sense that Hayabusa's right arm has been actually cursed. Well, there's a curse on Hayabusa, and it's kind of penetrating through his right arm and going all the way up to his face as well. This is his consequence for actually having taken so many lives, and through this suffering and conflict, we see Hayabusa's human side, especially of himself, like being unmasked and showing that kind of human side to the world. We also wanted to show what it actually feels like to cut someone with a katana. So you will see Hayabusa when he gets in really close, and his sword gets lodged into the enemy's bone, and like we're kind of showing how that kind of how that action would actually work if you were kind of to cut someone with a sword. Now the reasoning for this is we really wanted to give a more of a personal side to the combat. So having Hayabusa stand close to his enemy and really just cut through him and just show that sort of dramatic and drastic action of actually taking someone's life. Really wanted to make the combat a lot more personal this time around, and rather than just having like dismemberment like within the past with everything flying off, like as you're cutting stuff with knives and scissors, we really wanted to show this, you know, more realistic side of actually having to cut through someone and what kind of consequence that brings to the table. Having said that, we really want to push this theme of especially of violence in this way, in a much more personal and visceral way, rather than just you know, going about to, you know, and seeking just cheap thrills like with Dismemberment. So we're really trying to think about the future, about you know, the violence in games and like action games moving forward and going into the future of the action genre. Now, as you just saw this big tank, he's kind of after us, so we got to run because he's pretty tough. So we don't want to stick around. So he's destroying everything. So we got to really find somewhere to escape. So as you can see, Hayabusa, he can slide under objects to kind of traverse the stage, and we found our way to safety. Now, unlike the old games where you just had like 100% fast-paced, non-stop, in this game we're trying to sort of play around with the undulation and have a lot more back and forth and kind of edge of your seat moments in the game as well, to kind of give that kind of movie-like experience to the player. What you're seeing Sean do right now is a new action. It's the climb. Hayabusa can actually climb walls with his kunai, and it's quite an interesting control method as well in the controller, and you can use it to kind of traverse the stage and get around the stage that way. And the reason we're actually using this is to kind of stress Hayabusa's ninja-like actions as well, rather than just having him cut through everything. Another thing we're trying to do with to create a different kind of up and down atmosphere is like have sneaking as well in the game. So Hayabusa can kind of sneak behind their enemy and just like cut them through. Hayabusa being the ninja that he is, I really wanted to stress that as well. We didn't want to take that side away from him. We still wanted to show that he does have this, you know, superhuman abilities, and you know, we have kept, you know, the style and essence of what he actually is, and you know, being obviously a ninja. But at the same time, we really wanted to kind of unmask Hayabusa and make him feel a lot more human, give him kind of this dark hero. Well, to us, we call him our Japanese dark hero type of side that we really want to push for Hayabusa and push for his image as well, and show players worldwide that, you know, this character is not just a killing machine. You know, he's more than that. He has more under that mask. So we really wanted to flesh that out during this consequence concept, and show you know what you get for taking so many lives, and you know what you have to do for that. One new thing that you're seeing right here, we're showing this for the first time in TGS. It's the Nimpo. We had the Nimpo in the old games, but in Ninja Gaiden 3 we're taking it to a new level. We're really showing it off, and you know, you can expect to see heaps more cooler Nimpo in the future. What you're seeing right now is that with this Nimpo we kind of unbalanced all these guys. We kind of made them stagger, and they're begging for their lives. Again, this all ties back into the consequence concept, in which you know, Hayabusa being the ninja, a man who has to kill, who has to do anything to accomplish the mission, is having his own personal conflicts and kind of thinking as to whether he really needs to kill so much to stay alive and accomplish his mission. So it's this human side that's really making him suffer, you know, and he's questioning his own actions and you know, what he has to do to actually take away this whole suffering as well. We're just taking these guys down. As you see, the special move is back, and it's quite devastating this time around. It will play a key role in the gameplay as well, and the move does tie in with the whole consequence concept as well. So being just rather than a visual aid to the game, it's very usable as well, and it also kind of it shows our sort of vision, you know, in the game as well. Like, especially this consequence concept that we are showing at TGS this year.